one of the reasons I asked you about Leo Foley's credibility is the claim he makes at the end. So I'm going to play this so we can all see what he says, and then we can talk about it, because a lot of us have been saying what David Seymour is going to do could lead to some very serious outcomes. And I guess what Leo's about to tell us is, according to his testimony, David Seymour is aware of the serious outcomes. He's not ignorant to them.
And his question to me was, if you were in charge of the Maori portfolio, the treaty portfolio, how would you deal with robust discussions with iwi representatives or Māori, especially when we're actually campaigning on an anti-co-governance sort of basis? I asked him if he wanted a straight answer or a rehearsed answer, and he said, give me your honest answer. And I actually said, you cannot and you should not deal with Te Tiriti in that way. It's something that is it's a constitutional basis of this country. And I said that for the party to approach it in that light would cause chaos across all of Māoridom.
How did he respond?
Well, he looked up at me, and his answer shocked me, to be honest, because he looked me square in the eye and he said it would be more than just chaos in the streets, Leo. And I asked him, I said, what do you mean by that? And he actually said it would cause a civil war. And that basically left me dumbfounded. I didn't quite know what to make of that. So,
according to that testimony, David Seymour knew that Treaty Principles Bill could lead to civil war. Do we understand that to mean, when we think civil war America, actual fighting in the streets? Is it metaphorical? How did you take that, Mihi?
Should we talk about, do you want to talk about how we dealt with that comment?
Yeah, please.
Do you want to talk, Bells, about the process?
Yeah, we spoke to two other people who confirmed for us that Leo was so concerned about it at the time, back in, was it 2023, I think, that he had relayed that alleged conversation with them. Mm-hmm. So that gave us confidence that, we could broadcast it. But it was also very important to us, because it is a serious allegation, that we give Mr. Seymour the opportunity to respond to it. And as you can see in the documentary, he denied it. So, is it possible that it was said, but it was said flippantly? Was it not said at all? Was it misheard? Was it exactly as Leo relayed it in that story? That's really for the audience to decide, I think.
And plus, we also emailed every ACT MP who was in the room for their opportunity for them to respond, with no response as well. And then on top of that, we put the question to Mr. Seymour at Parliament.
Yeah, we'd asked every ACT MP for an interview, and we got back, most of them we got back no response at all. One I remember just came back with a no. But we also put that comment to Mr. Seymour at least twice in writing, along with a number of other allegations in the documentary. So we took it very seriously. But at the end of the day, he's the only one who can explain what he meant. I think that's for him to explain that, really. And we tried our very best to get an explanation from him. And the closest we got was when Mihi spoke to him on those trials.
So it sounds like, correct me if I'm wrong, but what you're saying is he neither confirmed nor denied. So he didn't actually say, I never said that. He just didn't respond to it?
And on the tiles, when Mihi put it to him on the tiles, he said, no, I don't believe so. I think it is those words. But yeah, Eugene put the question before that. Eugene, made a couple of attempts, put the questions to him in writing. So, yeah.